What's going on, you guys? Welcome to my Let's Play series of Stranded Alien Dawn. This is the second Let's Play series that we've done of this one being the military outpost. If you're interested in the crash landing scenario, I have that one completed. And we only did it on medium difficulty, but if you're struggling to learn the game, we pretty much did a 6-year step-by-step tutorial on how to go from nothing to success. Now, we made a couple mistakes along the way, like the same mistake I made two episodes ago, not having enough food. We fixed that. We have a little farm growing. But that series, like I said, is completed, uploaded, filed away into the archives of YouTube for your viewing pleasure whenever, if ever, you want to view it. In this video, we're going to try and get the rest of this constructed. Get a place to sit down and eat. Get the roof done. Get this done. Get some power going. And maybe get some sort of refrigeration. Who knows? Okay, let's see here. I do want them to, like I said, I do want them to finish what's available before I build anything else. But on this second floor, I'm thinking about putting a kitchen, like about here. Honestly, I can sort of build it now if I want to, and then I can pause. But I wanted to build the roof first, and then if I'm pausing and unpausing things, there's a chance that it's gonna unpause the walls and it's just all gonna get built when I need what is already ready to be built. I need this to get built. There's so much stuff that's waiting. Storage, place to eat, another room, power, like essentials. And then we might do a little bit of research if we have some time. Ah, darn hungry pests. Now let's take care of them real quick. Go ahead and hunt. I'm on the fence about making a cup of coffee. Good, speed up time. These mantis shouldn't mess with Lara. They're more after the food than anything. And then obviously the ones that Ember's attacking are going to come after her. But Lara should be good out here in the farm. We go ahead and speed up time, allow Jack to come over. Get these all killed off. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Okay. And we have our battle drones researched. Nice. Can't wait to get those things available. But like I said, we have other things that need to get done before we can have the toys that we want to play with. Critical thinking, huh? I mean, you are now the most intelligent person in the colony. By fluke, a mission. I'd love to go out on a mission and come back, smart as Einstein. Cram in 10 years worth of knowledge in the span of 2 days. Sign me up. Could have saved me, 10 years of my life going to school to not even be able to speak my language correctly. To be able to do math, at a 7th grade level. No, I'm okay at math. I'm not the worst. I'm more partial to geometry than I am any of the algebra or trig or calculus nonsense. I like my geometry. I like my angles, volumes, all that good stuff. Hopefully you guys can't hear what I'm doing over here. Hopefully the game is loud enough to cover up some of this stuff. But honestly, I think I have a mic that picks up everything. So I'm going to mute up real fast while I do this. Probably going to be annoying. There we go. Now what I'm doing, I don't condone. If you don't need to do it and it's not allowed, don't do it, you guys. But if you need it for medicinal reasons like I do, by all means, do you. I know in many, many, many countries it's illegal. So, again, I don't condone this for anything but medicinal use. So, yeah, I'd be a hypocrite. Or no, I'd be a liar if I said I hadn't done it recreationally at one point in my life. But now it's to help me sleep. And only to help me sleep. I need to stay focused during the day. I don't really have time to do anything but run after my kid. Let's be honest. She is a handful. Alright, so they've begun to work on all of this and move some stuff, which I like to see that. This has an extended life underneath the ceiling. Alright, so they're going to move all of that stuff right now, or at least most of it, while they continue to build the shelves. Why is Ember vomiting? Hold on, I need to see what's going on with Ember. Oh, she overate. That makes sense. That kind of sucks. Hate to be her. And then he's hurting. If he wasn't so good at combat, I probably wouldn't have brought him. Whole body tactical commander. He's got a painful scar on his left foot and right leg. Yeah, that's what's impeding him right now. He's got acute pain. A few fun things to do. Oh yeah, we don't have these done yet, nor do we have all of these. We'll get there. Hopefully this episode will get there. Nice, Lara just got her farming. Well, didn't just get it, she got it before the thunderstorm. But I'm just now noticing, this is what I like about early game. There's just so much going on. Like, for anybody that watched my the Let's Play series for the crash landing scenario, but once we got towards like the last few survivors, and there was like right now how there's like barely anything going on, it really made the commentary suffer, I feel. When there's not as much that I can comment about. Look at that entire page of stuff going on. A disconnected device, the solar panel off in the top right that we have built. We're just waiting on the rest of the power to get built. We got some old equipment, which is probably some clothing and some weapons that are about to degrade, and we'll have to probably get some new ones built. The insufficient materials, insufficient storage space, Rita breaking down, there's no research going on, we got this going on, we got that rotting away, this is salvage, 2 people are melting down. There's a lot of activity right now. A lot of hustle and bustle. Jack's over there hiding for some reason. I don't know why. There's nothing to hide from. I guess his PTSD's kicking in. I don't blame him. When that stuff hits, it hits. I'd hate to be on the street that person lives on. That was like 2 streets down, you guys. I have a couple kids that live on my street with cars that are almost as loud, but you don't hear them from that distance at being that loud. I've had that guy roll down my street once. That engine makes my walls shake. Like my windows literally vibrate from the engine and the muffler on that vehicle. The thing has some power, you guys. I honestly think that he does track the track meet, drag racing and whatnot. We have a strip not too far from here, and the reason I say that is because I always hear him coming in late at night. Around, what time is it right now? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So he's probably had a long night, and by the sound of his car, he's probably been winning. He's taking everybody's money. Thank God he's not taking my money. Honestly, he'd win it every single time. Alright, so all of that is constructed. We're getting down to building a place to sit down and eat. We have the table done. If I have to, I can always bring this out one so I can get survivors on the backside. Or even, it's going to get moved eventually up here to the dining room, wherever I managed to put that. Again, I'm thinking about putting the kitchen here. And I might move the dining room over here. And there's going to be like an arcade. There's going to be a little gym. And then, I don't know what else to put up here. But we'll figure it out. More storage for this kind of stuff. And the crafting room. There's going to be a crafting room. I don't know if we're going to have to put that up here. But we might have to put a crafting room on a 3rd floor. But problems that we'll solve when we get to them. For now, I've got another room to build. I've got some stuff to move, a stockpile to break down, which we just finished doing a stockpile. No, we didn't. That's the last one, I believe. And we're about to celebrate the new year. It's already been a year in this game? Man, time's been flying by, not gonna lie. No, I'm not intentionally trying to be Dr. Seuss. It's just happening. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. Somebody help me. And so they're working on the wind turbines, even though this isn't even operational. Honestly, I might just pause all of that. So we just have a couple of them going. And since all the resources are in them, all I have to do is unpause and they will get to work on construction. We'll just do a couple of these as I need them to get in here, start working on this again. And I need them to build the power poles so that we can actually start storing that power that I'm generating over here. And all this power is just going to waste. And I think this is what's going to get built next, if memory serves. I think we put all of these in, and then we put the power poles in. Yep, there we go. Power poles are getting put in place. Thank God. Finally. I hope that's close enough. That should be close enough. I think all you have to do is have a power pole within range of the building, and then the whole building gets powered. We got the first 2 poles going up. Let me see what's the generation over here. We're at 104 on the production. Nothing being used. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, let me get it. Delivery, no storage. I'm gonna do this drone first. Where I'm gonna put it, I'm not really sure. Maybe right here by the door. I'll just build one for right now. And then I want to get some battle drones, as I want to go over here and clear out all of these nests so that I can farm in peace. Quite a few nests over here that I gotta take care of. Some decent sized nests too. Could use all of that. And if this was the trading outpost, I think that's what I'm going to try and focus on, getting the army or the air force, and then sending them out, killing the nests and harvesting the nests for the carbon nanotubes, and just selling the carbon nanotubes for cash. I'm fairly certain I can get a lot for them, considering it's an endgame resource, and you have 3 years to get the cash. So if I can get the drones by, middle of year 2, uh-oh. That's not good. Do I have flat cannons yet? No, but I do now. This is gonna suck, everybody. I have 17 of the flyers, and I don't have any flat cannons up. I didn't think they would be sending the flyers this quickly. Now, thankfully, it's a small little patrol of them. It's not the 80 that we're accustomed to dealing with, but those are gonna hurt. Those are gonna hurt a lot. But there's not much we can do, except for await our fate. I swear, I'm not trying to be Dr. Seuss. This just happens naturally, you guys. Thankfully, we have 3 combat specialists up here. Okay. It's the only reason that was, quick. Alright, let's just select him. Get our survivors running at it real fast, at least the ones that are awake. That way we can all go to bed. And there we go. Off to bed for everybody. So that'll be going up pretty soon. Go ahead and hit the observation. What am I missing? 4 CPUs, I'm missing some metal, and I'm missing some hay. Well, I'm about to have the hay. That sticks. I don't need sticks, I need hay. What's this? Oh, branch cactus, okay. Quite a bit of it, too. Alright, let's select a few of these for slaughter. Get some more meat in this house. Considering there is none. Yeah, none whatsoever. Well, it's good to see that Ken got his healing up to level 5. Wonder if he was healing himself. Honestly, I've stopped paying attention to what they do. I've been getting lost in thought. Now thinking about what's going to happen when I build this relay over here. I'm also wondering about the layout, which is why I'll stop and just look out. I usually stop here. I'm actually looking out here, trying to figure out what a good design is going to be for the walls and the trap setup. So I'm going to send Rita out on this mission. And let everybody else do the construction that they need to do. Alright, let's see, what are they working on right now? And so they're getting the walls done, and then they're going to get that done, I'm thinking. Let me see here. Go ahead and pause these 3. Honestly, we can pause all of them. Sorry, I had to mute my mic there for a little bit. My wife came in, I had to talk to her for a little while. Can you stop? Can you stop breaking everything, Jack? I understand there's not enough to do, but we're gonna get to it, dude. We're gonna get to it. Give it a couple days. I swear. It's gonna get done. You're gonna have air conditioning. You're gonna have no beds to sleep on. You're gonna have something to work out with. Just be patient, Ken. Or sorry, be patient, Jack. Even Ember's losing it. Like, everybody's losing it. Yeah, I'm not the best at maintaining mental health, am I? I guess I focus too much on the things that need to happen. Like storage. Like, getting this storage done, you guys have no idea how useful having your storage under a fully constructed roof is. It extends the timer on the spoilage by a lot. And then we got the T-ball tree from Rita just now. So let's see, is that food? No, it's just a tree. No, it's not. There it is. No, I was thinking about placing it. I still don't even have the silicon leaf down. Alright, so what's being handled? People are being healed. Rita's on a food binge. Getting to work on the walls. That's what's going on. Okay, cool. They're getting to work on the walls finally. But... oh, that's why. Yes. Butchering of the meat and transportation of it. I forgot about that. In my last series, I constantly was trying to ingrain it into my head and everybody else that was, going to use my playthroughs as a walkthrough for themselves. Constantly tried to ingrain it into our heads to not have too many tests at one time. Man, suffering for it. Several weeks now in the game where things could have been built, like this room and everything else, but I had to have the construction storage room. Had to have it. Honestly, could have waited until a year or two for this. In hindsight, my people are breaking down. Could have had some music, some working out going on, another dartboard, some defenses. Yeah, go ahead, do music night. You guys need every little benefit you can get. Well, I guess Ken doesn't like eating raw food. That's a shame. It's vegetables, Ken. He doesn't like his vegetables. Oh, nice. We got some more gasoline. We're starting to run low on that. And we were less than 100. 72 is big, considering this only takes 15 gas a run now. Let's see, what can I do for research? Well, refrigeration for starters. That comes to mind. And then antibiotics, some first aid, emergency rations. I would love to have solar roofs, but we can't afford it yet. Printed components would be nice. But we'll just have that for now. Let me see what we have. Security signal. Man, I am messing up on this playthrough, you guys. This is what, the second mission where I could have had a potential at person and I just messed it? No, the third time. The first time we literally had 0 days left. The second time I spaced out. This time, almost spaced out again. What is going on with me? I know what's going on with me. I'm too focused on planning the defenses and not paying enough attention to what I need. We're not in dire need of the defenses. We've been handling just fine. But at the same time, I kind of want some. to at least have some defenses out, That way I can stop messing around and, spacing out with planning and just get to it. Okay, so probably gonna have it rise up from here. Or honestly, yeah, I'll have it rise up from there. And well, they'll get to work on building all the rest of the stuff while I'm building this. All right, and then again, let's go to the traps. 2, 3. Something like that. Fortification. Okay. Okay. We'll put the fires up and we'll come back to that place later. Fortification. That one's gonna go up like that, and then probably off to the right. So let me, like that. Then fence. No, am I kidding? Close that off. And then likewise with this. Bring this up and over. And then trap. Bring that out, then go back to the fortification. Go and do that. Bring this all the way over. As a deterrent. And again with this part, another deterrent. And then after that, go to fence door, go to poles. Probably gonna put this one like here, put this one over here, and then probably over here. Or honestly, I don't know. I know what I can do is just move that one to here. And when that moves, that'll give me a spot to put the fence right here. And so I'll have to, maneuver back and forth a little bit. But at least I'll be able to get into this section when building it and get out of that section when building it. Okay, now over to here. And then another fortification. up. Okay, and then fortification. Nope, I hit a wall. Cancel these over here. Cancel. So, the beginnings. Not all that great though, is it? Now that I'm looking at it, it's like there's too many ways to come in this way, and then there's this way, and this way. But I kind of want to go this way. So cancel that. And then I can cancel these ones. And I can see if they do the pathing like the zombies do. Where are they at? Oh, honestly, who cares where they're at? Let me grab all my survivors and get them on top of the roof. I don't know. I mean, what I could do though. Is that 3 on the interior? It is. Okay, cool. So I could do something like that, maybe. So they come in, then they have to go around. And that can be like the starting of this section, and then we'll have a section here. Yeah, that'll work good. Okay. So let's finish off our traps on the interior. There we go. And then this little section right here. That's a lot better. I mean, honestly, they're going to go for this section now, but, you know, nothing that can be done about that currently. And then like that. And this will allow the entrance for this one to begin. But more or less this one's gonna be for over here and for over here. Hurry up, stragglers. Let's go. Uh-oh, Ember's down there on the ground. Where is everybody? Where's Ken? Oh, there's Ken, finally joining the group. Moving Here's that one, and then we have the other one right here. Target it, and get on with our day. So let's see what we've completed thus far. Not a whole lot. What have they been doing for the last 20 minutes? They've got a little bit of the power. Haven't even gotten that done. I guess they prepped the walls a little bit. I wonder if I could. I definitely could. Have this one come into here. Have this one come up into there. Who am I kidding? Let's just block that off for now, and if I come up with a good idea for it, then I'll go ahead and run it, but until then, let's just keep doing what we're doing. Hopefully the bugs don't want to just, barrel through the fences. That would be a bit of a problem. I really hope they just take the path of least resistance. Get stuck in the traps. Entrance that way, go around, entrance this way, which I can, run that one over this way. Something like that. Which means we have to do something like that. And then I guess another wall to run. There we go, something to that effect. And then from here, where is that entrance at? So that one goes that way and around and around. And then something to that effect for over here. You have an entrance here for the ones that are coming from this way. You have an entrance right here for the ones that are coming from over here. If they come from over there, they'll have a couple choices to go through. It's about the same length, more or less. This one might be a little bit longer. Again, I think I'm going to create another buffer like I did over here. So something like that, more or less. And then we can run the traps throughout that area. So this one's going to be a little bit more straightforward. As it's designed for the ones that are going to be coming from over here. And we shouldn't have to worry about this area too much. But again, we'll see how all this handles. Alright, now that we're at that step, let's go ahead and get some of these poles. We'll put one like there, put one like here, here. Now every here and there, just so that when I'm trying to reset the traps, I can, you know. There, something like that. So when I come out, I can go in here and do all these really quickly and come through there. And then come back through that. There, something like that. Alright, so all the walls on this side are done, finally. Which means we can get the ceiling going. No, we're gonna wait on the ceiling. I want to get this room done first. Let's go ahead and watch them do that. Let's see what our power consumption is. We're at 204 with just the small amount of generation that we got here. And then once we get this done, I'm going to activate the power. These over here, I'm going to activate the rest of it. And then we have a lot of cutting and what not to do. Alright, there's the fence to get into that section. Cool. Oh well, I said we were going to wait. We got a little bit of it done. The next thing we are going to do, though, after we get this ceiling done and we get these power generators done, we're going to get the ceiling done on this. That way we can then, you know, like I said, we plan on putting a kitchen, a dining room, a gaming room, a crafting room. Still need storage for this stuff that's down here, for our armors and such. So there's still things that we need to put in this room. Probably put the racks and stuff on the back. And since we're going to be using refrigerators, we won't really need the racks for food anymore. So storage. I'm not going to have much metal by the end of this, so Go ahead and pick wood. And then we're just going to go ahead and make the spot for the stuff here. You know, the medical, the cloth. So let's go ahead and set that up now. This one's going to be the fabrics. That one's going to be electronics. That one is going to be the crafting materials. And this one is going to be medicines and other. And then we can grab this right here and move it upstairs. So there's going to be a couple different types of armor, so let's go ahead and go from this side. I plan on putting 2 different types of weapons. So with that in mind, double wardrobe, wood. That should work. Okay, and then if we need any more space, well, we'll have it available. So this one's going to be apparel, and apparel, and then that one's weapons, and this one's going to be weapons, and then we have tools. Okay. And then, like I said, we have extra room if we need it. Probably won't need it, though. Again, we'll see. But let's go ahead and go over to housing, go to walls, and we'll wall off a little section. So I can have a row here, a row there, and a row there. Probably like about here. And then door, well, really a doorway. Well, let's go with a double. Put the double right there. Go back to walls, stone. And then we'll put a door on this side. No, we'll put a door like right there. No, we'll put a doorway. Doorway. Put one there and put one there. And that'll be where we eat. Get all these construction sites active. And then let's go ahead and repause these. Okay. And then finish off with adding these to the construction list again. And there we go. All right, so we now have another room at least. It's kind of hot out there right now, 76. We're in the middle of a heat wave. Yeah, extreme heat wave. Ooh. Well, at least we have the AC running in this room. Oh, we also got it in that one. Very nice. All right, so we got that. Okay. So, another floor on the crafting room. Kind of getting squared away. We have the dining room section, the kitchen, and I still have plenty of room for my crafting. And I could even put automated crafting over here. So we still got plenty of stuff that we can put on this floor. I don't think we'll need a third one of you guys. Seems like we will get all of this stuff onto that floor, no issues. And then extend the stockpile. And yeah, be good to go. Got the second bedroom so we can start getting our people put away. Got the beginnings of the trap, the maze. I'm really hoping that they want to do the path of least resistance and just go through all of that instead of just barreling through or just smashing through this side. So yeah, we'll see how that all plays out once we get it crafted and the animals coming through. But that's all the time we have for this time, you guys. I'm probably going to be taking a couple days off to catch up on some sleep, as I do have a couple videos in my arsenal that I can work on. And by work on, I mean just delete the first couple seconds, as I like to do unedited content here. But again, that's all the time we have. Got a lot done. Got way more to do. But one step at a time, you guys. So thank you all for coming through again. You guys take care, stay safe, and I will catch you in the next video. Later, guys.